me. You just not play, bro. You just not play. I'm going to carry my play. I don't know anything concerned. Yes, I don't know anything concerned. I don't know anything concerned. Beg. I don't know anything concerned. I go carry you go meet her. You just something like this. I go carry you go meet her, officer.
Jesus.
Officer. I'll carry you go meet her, officer, man. I'll carry you go meet her. No. Officer, no. I don't know, officer. Officer, I don't know. Baba, officer, I don't know. Jesus.
Welcome back to Wahala TV. Today, we are visiting the lovely town of Effurun in Delta State, where apparently the police training manual has been swapped for a script from an 80s action movie. Let us discuss the unfortunate departure of 28-year-old Mene Ogidi. On April 26, 2026, Mene was caught in a situation that usually involved a handcuff, a statement, and a cold cell.
That is not corrupt.
The police claim he was found with a firearm. In a boring, functioning democracy, that will lead to something called a trial.
Yes.
But ASP Nuhu Usman, clearly a man who found the judicial system far too slow for a high-speed lifestyle, decided to provide a one-man firing squad service instead. According to the Delta State Command, Mene was already being taken into custody. Yes, he was effectively guest of the state when ASP Usman decided to violate police rule and procedures. That is a very sophisticated way for the police to say their officers turned a suspect into a target for no reason whatsoever.
God have mercy upon
It's truly remarkable how Nigerian police trigger becomes so sensitive the moment a suspect is already neutralized.
I don't know why it's
It must be something in the Delta air.
sorry,
But do not worry, citizens. The police commissioner, Yemi Oyeniyi, has released the standard condemnation package 1.0. He has condemned the killing, offered condolences, and assured us that the justice will be served. I am sure the Ogidi family is currently using those condolences to pay for the heartbreak. The highlight of this comedy of error, ASP Nuhu Usman has been transferred to Abuja. In Nigeria, transfer to Abuja is often the spiritual equivalent of being sent to boarding school for naughty boys. We are told he will face disciplinary action and possible prosecution. We truly hope possible that it's just a grammatical slip and not a hint that he might spend his disciplinary period sipping chilled palm wine in a federal capital territory lounge.
You get it?
The police are also urging the public to remain calm.
Now are you?
It is a fascinating request, really. We just executed a man in custody, but do not let your blood pressure rise.
Are you playing?
The irony is so thick, you could cut it with a bayonet. We are watching this case with the intensity of a creditor looking for a debtor. Will ASP Usman actually see the inside of the courtroom, or will the Abuja transfer result in him being disciplined with a slightly less comfortable desk in a new department? Rest in peace, Mene Ogidi. You were 28 when you were in custody, and that was enough to qualify you for a permanent exit. Courtesy of a man who couldn't remember his training.
You get it?
It's the truth. Why did you? I understand that point, but there's still a lot of issues. Why was his face covered in the release that was put out? We've already seen the officer's face in the video, but in the picture you put out, you covered his face. So people are wondering, are you sure this is the person you took to Abuja? There's a lot of trust to be built, so why cover his face when his face is already out there?
All right. Yes, our officer is first in Nigeria. It's part of the criteria to be a police officer. He must be in Nigeria. And the Nigerian Constitution has stated it clearly that media parade is not the way forward. If you observe, even when we are parading kidnappers, armed robbers, defamation suspects, rape suspects, we blur their faces, we cover their faces, or we take them from behind. So by this man being a police officer who is now a suspect, that does not take away that right of Nigeria from him. That was why we had to do that. Let it not look like, oh, why be saying that you reach police store now, you decide to open it? Because it is the same rule that governs every Nigerian.
But we've seen his face. We've all seen that face. And just to build trust and say, this is the same person we've taken to Abuja. Again, it happened right there. He shot him the first time. If I removed the magazine, pulled out a bullet, put it in the rifle and shot him again. So it's something we've seen just to build trust.
While you are correct, I'm not saying you are not. If you ask me personal opinion, I may want to put his face out there. But I have rules of engagement that applies to all Nigeria. And I have to do that part. You know, the job, we don't operate on emotions or what people think. We have to follow the rule as it is written. His face is out there. When he gets to court, people will want to go and see whether he's the one. Like I said, there is no reason to cover anybody. There is absolutely no reason to cover anybody.